So you've decided this is the year you finally start making your own clothes. Perfect! There's just one problem. You're not quite sure how to actually get started. Then this is the place for you. In this video, I'm going to share a bunch of tips and tricks to make getting started super easy, including a step-by-step guide for you to follow to go from absolute beginner to actually wearing that first piece of me-made clothing. Oh, are you ready? Hi, my name's Abby and I help absolute beginners just like you start making clothes they love. So welcome to the DIY Fashion Rebellion. Let's see how to start making that first piece of clothing. Now, the first thing we need is a sewing machine. Unless you want to spend hours and hours and hours just hand stitching everything, a sewing machine is an absolute must. Now, this is going to be the most expensive part of starting your sewing journey. So I want to give you a couple of tips to get the best deal on a sewing machine. My first tip is ask everybody you know. Post it on Facebook, ask around. Somebody you know probably has a sewing machine lurking in a closet. It's really common for these just to get stuffed and stored away and people just don't use them as often, which means you can borrow them for free. Yes, okay, this is actually how I got started sewing. I borrowed my mom's sewing machine. Now, I was in high school at the time, so we were living together, but she wasn't using it, so she let me borrow it, and it was a great way to get started. Now, if you really do ask around all your friends and family and nobody has one, another thing you can do is get on Facebook Marketplace. Now, I do have advice here. Message the seller, okay? Ask them why they're selling. The best case scenario for you is to find someone who's selling their machine because they're upgrading to a newer machine for themselves. That means they took care of their machine, they knew what to do with it, it's not going to be junky or messed up, and they just want to get rid of it so it's not collecting dust in their house. And that means you're going to get a deal on a sewing machine and not have to pay a brand new sewing machine price. Okay? Now, if that makes you too nervous, you're like, oh, but what if I thrift it and there's a problem and I don't know, and that makes you nervous, don't worry. I have a video here on what to look for if you're going to buy a brand new sewing machine. Okay? So, step one on your journey to making your own clothes is getting that machine. So let me know down below, are you going to ask friends and family? Are you going to thrift it? Going to buy new? Let me know. But make a decision and go for it, okay? Because the longer we sit in analysis paralysis, we're like, should I? What about this machine? What about that? Then you're not actually sewing anything. Don't get stuck there. Okay? Now, once you have your sewing machine, the next thing we need to work on is our 9 other sewing tools, okay? So I call it the 10 must-have sewing tools, but one of them is the sewing machine, okay? So once you have that, there are 9 more that you need if you want to start making clothing. Now, these are all pretty basic things, nothing too crazy here, and you actually don't need a lot of fancy gadgets, okay? Get these 9 and then make that first project, okay? Again, don't go down this rabbit hole of buying 1,000 different sewing tools that you don't need yet. Just get these and get started. So the 9 sewing tools you need are going to be listed here on screen. They're pretty basic, nothing too crazy here, but if you do have questions or you want more in-depth explanations about any of these, I have a video here that goes in-depth explaining what they are, why you need them, how to use them, how much they should cost, all that good information, okay? Now that we have our tools together, the next thing we need is to actually take our body measurements. Because if we want clothes to fit our bodies, which I'm pretty sure is the goal, then we need to know what size our body is so the clothes we make actually fit, right? To take your body measurements, you're going to put on a tight-fitting outfit. You don't want something bulky like this, like sweaters and hoodies and things, especially if it's winter time. We want to take the measurement of your actual body. So put on some kind of sports bra, yoga pants situation. Then you're going to take your flexible tape measure, one of the tools that we just talked about, and you're going to wrap it around your body. Now, there are only 2 rules here, okay? The tape measure needs to just gently go around your body, okay? Do not pull it so tight that you dent yourself or you change the shape of your body. That's too much. But also, if it's too loose, it's just going to fall and it's not going to be accurate, okay? So somewhere in between, snug enough that it stays in place, but not so tight that it dents you, okay? And once we've got it around there, then we need to make sure the tape measure is level with the floor, okay? We can't have the tape measure like this, or high in the front, low in the back, okay? It needs to be level, flat, all the way around, okay? So, those are the big rules as far as when we're doing beginner clothing, loose fit things. You don't have to be super precise with this, okay? Get close, get in the ballpark, you're gonna be fine. But if you would like a more in-depth explanation of how to take these and how to be more accurate, I have a video for you right here. Now that we have our sewing machine, our tools, and we have our body measurements, the next thing we need to talk about is fabric. Okay, now I know this can be a really big, overwhelming topic, so I'm going to break this down and make it super simple, okay? First, for your first couple of projects, I highly, highly recommend thrifting fabric, okay? Go to the Goodwill, go to a local thrift shop, go to a charity shop, search online. There's places like Vinted, Depop, a couple of other ones I can't think of right now. I'll put them below. I'll make links to these. Get an old bed sheet, get an old curtain, use that. Because that way you don't have to stress about messing it up. Because, okay, I know this is gonna be rough, but your first project might not be beautiful. And that's okay. Make your first project, make it messy. Make your second project, make it better. Make your third, and then maybe it'll be really nice. But if you don't get started at all because you're worried about making it messy or the first one's not gonna be great, you're never gonna sew anything, okay? So let's make this first project. Get an old bed sheet that you have around the house or thrift one. Make your first project. I promise you, you're going to learn a ton and you're going to build your confidence as you go. Now, as far as the types of bedding or types of sheets you should be looking for, look for ones that are not stretchy, okay? Not stretchy fabric is easier to work with, especially in the beginning, okay? So cotton is a great foundational piece, but it does tend to be a little bit structured, a little bit hard, whereas a lot of clothing that we wear tends to be a little bit flowier, okay? So if you try using cotton and it's a little too structured, you're like, this looks too boxy, try using linen. It is beautiful, gorgeous, easy to work with, and when you thrift it, you can usually get a pretty good deal. But if for some reason you don't like the idea of thrifting, you really want to buy new, or you just like the idea of buying fabric instead of thrifting it, then please, please, please look for rayon or viscose, okay? These are just 2 different words for the same kind of fabric, and it makes absolutely stunning clothing. Like all of my beginners in my classes use this when they buy new fabric, and they are always blown away with how store-bought and professional their projects look, even though it's the very first thing they've ever made. Okay, so yes, first project, fabric, thrifted bed sheets, that's what you should do first, and then cotton or linen. And if you decide to buy new, do viscose, okay? That's really all you should do for this first project. Don't overthink it. Don't get overwhelmed. Just get started. But for those of you who want a little bit more information, I do have a more in-depth video here on how to pick fabric, okay? Because I know for some of us, I'm the same way. I always want more details. I want to understand everything. Just don't get lost in that, okay? But get some fabric, pick your project, get started. And on the topic of picking your project, we are very nearly ready for you to pick your project and get started. But before we do, I want to give you 2 bonus tips, okay? The first tip, and I've been saying it already, but I want to say it again for everyone in the back. To make that first piece of clothing, you have to just get started, okay? I really hope this video and the steps that I'm giving you give you a clear path. But the truth is, unless you actually take action, this guide will mean nothing, okay? So do not spend hours, weeks, months researching how to get started making clothing. Instead, use this video, use this guide, and start your first project this week. I promise you, if you do that, you will be making your own clothes by this year. It can happen. You can do it. But if you waste a lot more months and weeks and months and years researching, those dreams you have are never going to become reality. Okay? So you can do this. Get started. I know you can do it. Okay. And the other tip, I have taken all of the tips that I have given you here, and I have put them onto a single web page, so you don't have to come to YouTube and scroll around and try to remember where all of these are. They're all in one place, and I'm putting it down in the description. So all you have to do is click there. It's totally free, and pin it, save it somewhere, and work your way through these steps one by one. And there's 5 steps, okay? The next step, step number 5 is coming. It's right after this tip. But you could do all 5 of these today or this week and start making your first project by next week. So get started. I'm trying to make this as easy for you as possible. So again, the URL for all 5 steps is below. And now let's talk about step number 5 so you can actually start that first project today. Now, step number 5 is actually picking your first project, because this is another thing that people get like, what should I make? Which pattern should I use? How should I decide which one to make? First of all, do not use a pattern, okay? It's so bad. They are not written for beginners, okay? They're written for people who already understand how to sew clothing together. So if you don't know that yet, which is totally fine, don't use a pattern. Instead, pick a project you can make that doesn't need a pattern. And there are actually a ton of these out there. There's lots of different YouTube channels that have projects like this, including mine, which is why I'm going to link right here to my entire playlist of beginner-friendly sewing projects you can make right now that don't need a pattern. Okay? So once you think you've picked a project you want to make, watch the entire video from beginning to end before starting it, okay? Because when you watch those like really short reels and TikToks and things, and you're like, oh, that looks easy, you sit down to start making it, and then you're like, oh wait, they skipped a step. Oh wait, how do they do that? Oh wait, how do we? And then suddenly that easy project isn't so easy anymore. So pick a project you want to make, and then actually watch it from beginning to end, the tutorial or whatever it is that's explaining how to make it, and see if you actually understand all the steps, okay? Because if you get halfway through a video, halfway through a project, you start it, you cut the stuff out, you start sewing it, and then suddenly you get lost, that's going to make it really confusing and really demotivating, and it's going to make you feel like you're not good at this. And it has nothing to do with you. It has to do with the fact that the video skipped a step. So do your homework, watch the video all the way through before getting started. And then once you've picked a project that you want to make and you watch the video from beginning to end, everything pretty much makes sense, make the project, okay? Don't spend weeks or months trying to pick a project. Pick one this week. Let me know in the comments below what it is. And let's make this the year you finally start making clothes you love.